but we feel like we do when we make fun of him. Cause you want to belong, do you go along? Cause his pain is the price paid for you to belong. It's not like you hate him or want him to die, but maybe he goes home and thinks suicide, or he comes back to school with a gun at his side, and a kindness from you might have saved his life. Heroes are made when you make a choice. You could be a hero, heroes do what's right. You could be a hero, you might save a life. You could be a hero, you could join that fight for what's right, for what's right, for what's right.
It is accepted that the cognitive functions of children, adolescents, and adults differ in various ways. An ability to think about possible outcomes and abstract concepts in multiple dimensions and see knowledge as relative through the development of metacognition. This, coupled with social cognitive features which allow the individual to understand human behaviors and emotions, the institutions and organizations they may or may not belong to, as well as gaining a theory of mind or the ability to figure out what others think or feel more accurately. Adolescents are known risk takers, out for gain and reward without much regard to negative consequences. So, a practical example could be acting out in order to achieve social status at the risk of going to the principal or dean's office. If children are performing the same malignant act as an adult, they do not need to be tried as one, but the offender does need to be properly dealt with, instead of being labeled a bully. As per stopbullying.gov, bullying is defined as unwanted aggressive behavior among school-aged children that involves a real or perceived power imbalance, which can then lead to serious lasting problems for all parties involved. This imbalance of power, such as physical strength, access to embarrassing information, or popularity, is used as a means of harm or control through repetition, meaning more than once or having the potential to happen more than once. There are 3 types of bullying. Verbal, included but not limited to. Teasing, name-calling, inappropriate sexual comments, taunting, or threatening to cause harm. Social or relational, including but not limited to. Leaving someone out on purpose, telling others not to be friends with someone, spreading rumors about someone, or embarrassing someone in public. Physical, included but not limited to the person's body and material possessions. Hitting, kicking, pinching, spitting, tripping, pushing, taking, or breaking someone's things, making rude or mean hand gestures. And of course, the elusive cyberbullying, which should not be considered a separate entity with all of its nuances, is the easiest to solve of all. Just don't use mind-numbing social media accounts as means of personality and socialization. Use the internet for what it was invented for, the transmittal of information for the betterment of mankind. Do some research, fall into the black hole of your own intellect rather than that of peer manipulation. Now, if an adult were to make similar complaints to those of students to administration, and sometimes their own household, to a law officer, there would be an investigation to say the least. Most of the items on the list are actually assault, damage to private property, and sexual misconduct, not just simply taking or breaking someone's things. Bullying is a buzzword, watered down so it's easier to swallow the effects of our own society's inability to admit fault and correct it. A population churning out either superiorly or inferiorly esteemed individuals who seek out others in order to bolster or suppress their feelings of self through harmful behaviors instead of through neutral discussions should be more concerned. One-time offenders, serial social terrorists, and everyone in between should be seen for who they are being, which is a reflection of their environment and not who they ultimately are. Conditions being beyond an individual's control are generally preyed upon in bullying, as well as within hate crimes. No statistics needed. There are astounding parallels that through observation and research, one can either concur with or challenge on their own. At this political, technological, financial juncture of our culture's evolution, there have been too many studies and statistics compiled and publicized by media attention supporting the hypothesis there is a problem to elicit such an action. But once a problem is met, a solution then must be too. I, nor no one person, can give an exact answer. a cure-all for the ills afflicting every educational facility. But I can say this: listen to one another, pay very close attention to yourself and others, and care about the outcome of every individual. Self-advocacy is key, because no one will ever understand who you are, how you feel, and what's going on unless you tell them. Adults are as children, human beings. Bullies are as victims, human beings. Every individual has the right to be whoever, however, and whatever they are either choosing or not choosing to be. American public schools perpetuate a covert beauty and popularity contest. They just don't pass out any tangible prizes. Each human being should be being for the bettering of each human being. Place worth with inner workings and not with outer conditions.
Heroes are made when you make a choice.